Now let's take the hands behind the back and interlace the hands at the low back. To do so, you'll have to first bend your elbows, place your hands at your low back, and shrug your shoulders a little towards your ears more, away from your butt. Then squeeze your elbows and shoulder blades toward each other using the rhomboids and the trapezius. Of course, the rear deltoids will be involved in a moment, and muscles called the triceps as well, the back of your arm. Stretch the hands up to the sky. And if that didn't work out, just put your hands in, like loop a strap and put your hands inside of a loop, and that will also accomplish the same thing. Now, press your pelvis down, lift the chest up. Full breath in and full breath out. Press the pelvis down, lift the feet up if you can, and release. If you have a strap, use it. You'll take a strap and you'll place your hands inside the loop like this. And you can do this first sitting up like this, and you can take your hands to your low back or pelvis as I am doing here. And you can go shoulders up, shoulders back. And when you go shoulders back, notice what happened to my chest. I go shoulders up, shoulders back. My chest went forward to allow for more retraction of the scapula. When my chest goes forward, that spinal extension that happens creates more room for the shoulder blades to come toward each other. More room for shoulder retraction, more room in essence for heart opening. Now the challenge, here it is. With your heart open, your shoulder blades together, pull the strap apart and reach the hands back behind you. Then you'll start to feel, okay, that's a big quote unquote heart opener. And your biceps and your deltoids, again, the deltoids are the front of your shoulders, the biceps are the front of your arms. Those muscles will be stretching, while the triceps, the back of your arms, and the rear deltoids, the back of your shoulders, will be engaging, while the rhomboids, trapezius keep the shoulder blades together. So what we can do now is you can take that same strap action, we'll go on our belly, we'll do Shalavasana the same way with hands looped into a strap. So I start with one hand already looped, and you place your whole torso on the ground, and you gotta kind of find a way to get the strap. That's the hard part. Hands to the low back, like on your hips, and shoulders to the ears first, and shoulder blades together. Now, keeping the shoulder blades together, pull the hands apart isometrically and reach the hands up to the sky. So pulling the hands apart isometrically means there's no actual movement because the strap is stopping the movement. Now press the pubic bone down, lift the heart up, pulling the strap apart. Now see if you can lift the feet up from the inner legs. Straight legs if you can. Inner thighs lift, chest lifts, Shalavasana with a strap. And a big heart opener if you're really allowing or creating the movement of shoulder blades retracting via the rhomboids and trapezius. Now, I'm going to teach you 3-part cobra, a very challenging posture that will really inform all of your back bends. Take the hands wide. First action is to peel yourself up away from the ground. So inhale, lift the front body. Second action is to exhale, soften, kind of sag the chest down as the shoulders go up and back behind you. So I feel that actually the top of my shoulder blades kind of pinning together. Then the second action of softening is most important. Then pulling the chest through will happen over time. You pull the chest to the front, especially the low ribs. Pull that towards the front of the mat and try to get your belly to stretch. You can reach your toes back, pull your low ribs forward, stretching the abdomen. That's how you know you're starting to do heart opening and not just compressing the spine. What you'll do is you'll have to kind of stretch your belly long so you can let your hips sag down and your shoulders go up. So you see how I'm gonna let my shoulders go up and my hips go down to place my belly onto the bolster. My low ribs where it meets my belly is touching the bolster. Take your hands wide. You see how this already props you up. Makes it a little bit easier for this first part, just to kind of give you a moment to breathe and not have to come up so high with the strength of your arms. So we go step 1, lift the shoulders to the ears and try to get the ribs up to the sky. Step 2, move your low back or middle back even towards the bolster. And now I'm touching the bolster with my ribs. Shoulders are still way up to the sky and back. Now, step 3, I suppose it is, pull your chest forward like you're trying to pull yourself into the bolster and try to get your shoulder blades toward each other as your heart presses to the front of the yoga mat. So press the chest forward or pull the hands back. That's the same action, of course. Lift the back of the skull up, the back of the neck up, and release. That is your Bhujangasana Cobra pose.